Hello, my crafty friends. Today I'm sharing the cards made with the September 2023 Sheetload of Cards. The Sheetload is a sketch and cutting guide that is free to subscribers of Alicia's YouTube channel, which is Call Me Crafty Al. I will put a link in the description box below. So this one is a special edition. It is 5x7 cards. I was so excited about that. I have been making a lot of 5x7 cards. In fact, I bought a box of 100 card blanks and I'm probably down to about 20 of them left. So I've definitely been making a lot of 5x7 cards. So it's a very effective way to cut and use your pattern papers, but I kind of just went with it more as a sketch. And the reason being is I was using this pattern paper. So this pattern paper I've had for a number of years, and it just seems to be taking forever to go through it. I get bored, so I'll make a couple of cards with this paper and then I put it away and pull out another Christmas pad to make another couple of cards. I'm just not very good at using a pad until it's gone. However, I decided that I was going to make a huge dent in it this year with my with that sheet load, and I did. So right out of the gate, I messed up. So when I do my sheet loads, I will do an assembly line. I cut all of the pattern paper. I make, my little stacks as Alicia does on her videos. I attach everything to the card fronts, and then I decide what sentiment and what embellishment I'm going to use. So on this one, I did that. I got the two patterns on, and rather than using a cardstock for this matting layer, I used some more pattern paper in the package, and then I laid the strip across. I thought, well, that's weird. Why did I cut it that long? Glued it on, cut off the ends. Then when I went to make the next ones, I realized that this one was actually supposed to be that long vertical strip on the sketch, and I hadn't even cut the horizontal strip yet. But I'm going with it, and I'm not going to show you the inside of this one yet because it is a pop-up, and I'll show you that one at the end. So here are the cards that I made. I used, some of them have got cardstock mats, and there's the full sheet of patterned paper and then a matted strip. The pad also has some cut aparts, so I was able to use some of those. This one got matted on gold cardstock, and then I added some glitter dots for some shimmer and shine. Those are stickers, and you peel off this backing and then you just lift off the stickers, stick them on. They get beautiful sparkle and shine, but no bulk because they are flat. And then inside the card. So I did matte the inside panel as well because I really like finishing off the inside of my cards, and I'm trying to use up that pattern paper. So now I've got some here that were done the correct way with a vertical strip underneath the horizontal. Now that cool snowflake, I've used a lot of snowflakes on my cards. And this one I've had for a couple of years. It is from scrapbook.com, and it comes with the snowflake and the label attached, and then another die that you can use to die cut, and it leaves a nice border around. So that's what I used on these cards, and I used both gold mirror cardstock and rainbow holographic. This is a hunky-dory product, and I buy mine at either R&R Scrapbooking in Edmonton or Ecstasy Crafts. The holographic cardstock, while Hunky Dory has one, this one is from Recollections, and the price point is much better, so I do tend to use that a lot. And just the same inside. Pattern paper matting with that stamp, and I love the scripts on that stamp. It's a set that I bought last year, and it's from Waffle Flower. So lots of great images. I love the mix of fonts, and there is a coordinating die set available as well. I did not use the die set on these cards. The Merry Christmas, I didn't bring it over. It's from a paper tray ink set. So here's two more of the cards. Both of those are done with gold. And because I was using the sheet load more as a guide than following it completely, I was able to use up some other pattern papers in the pad for these three pink ones. And they have the journal cards that were in the package. Of course, there's two sheets, so I have two of some of them. I only had one of this one left because I must have used it another year on a different card. More of the glitter dots, and they are also done the same inside. So used up a whole bunch of the pattern papers, but of course, as soon as I opened that pattern paper, there was a half sheet in there. and the print was horizontal. So I decided to go ahead and use the same measurements, but that tall vertical strip I ended up putting horizontally. Now here's the two different ones here. This one has a Merry Christmas that was cut from a border, and this was one of the borders, so I just cut it down to show just the Merry Christmas. Lots of glitter dots, and then the sentiment inside. And then this one, I decided to make it into a pop-up, and there it is there. So for this one, I used Karen Burniston's Paper Frames pop-up. And the sentiment, the Deck the Halls there is Magic Holiday Messages from Lawn Fawn. Oops, I put it in upside down. So some fun sentiments there. I think I got this last year, and it works really well with the Shutter card and the Magic Iris, so that's why I invested in it. And then this Singing stamp, that was from that's the same stamp set that the Merry Christmas was from, and it's a much older set from Paper Tray Ink. And then you know, I had leftover bits and pieces on my table, and there was a journal card sitting there that I didn't use on these, so I went ahead with kind of one of my favorite layouts and made yet another card. Inside is done the same. Glitter dots, the Merry Messages, or the Magic Holiday Messages is on that. And then I wanted to do one more pop-up, so I pulled one of the pink tree ones, and I used a new die set. And this is the Flower Twist panel from Karen Burniston. And I just made a whole bunch of snowflakes that pop up. Room to sign here. And the snowflakes that I used on this card, I actually used a couple of different snowflakes on the inside of the other cards. So one are these snowflakes here. They are from scrapbook.com. I got those last year. And then these very solid snowflakes, they're from Impress, which are unfortunately no longer in business. I probably had these dies from when they first started making these thin dies. I cut them out of both pearl cardstock and the rainbow holographic. This was just nesting two rectangles together. I believe they're from Honeybee, and they have a stitch line on both sides of the cut line. So I have the fall away rectangle I've kept to use on another project, and it has a stitched line on it as well. And then also some more peel off stickers, the snowflakes from both Stamp On It and Ecstasy Crafts. So lots of wow, but look at that card, folds down completely flat for mailing. And it was something that I really wanted to try. So on the base, I attached a circle, and every time I added something, I closed the card to make sure that it stayed within the confines of the card and didn't get caught up in the mechanism. So it did take a little bit, but not too long. And I saved these pop-up cards for special people on our mailing list that I know appreciate pop-ups. And I think that will be a wow card when someone gets it. I would have liked to have added more snowflakes up in this area, but as you can see, when it's closed, I had no more room. I couldn't add another snowflake on there. So this was as much a learning experience for me as making one of my holiday cards. So there are my sheet load of cards. I really enjoyed making them and used up so much of the pattern paper, including the strips like here and here. I didn't cut into a full sheet. I just used partial sheets that were left in the package from previous years. Now I did use a full sheet to cut into that one, but you know, I've got two different prints here. Thrilled that I was able to use up so much of that pattern paper, and I've got lots of Christmas cards to add to my Christmas card box. I never worry about having too many because I can always hang on to them for next year, but I really get kind of antsy if I think I might not have enough. So that sheet load came at a really good time. And what is today? Today is September 13th. And I'm already looking forward to the October sheet load when it will come out. Alicia releases them on the 1st of the month. And I've got two more things here that I didn't end up showing you, but gift tag greetings from MFT. I use this set a lot. I've had it for a couple of years, and come Christmas time, I just leave it out on my stamping table. I use it so much. And then the sentiment in that one pop-up is an older Stampin' Up set, but I really get a lot of use out of those ones as well. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and that's it for me today.